21. The Horse and the Prince. Picture reading. Look at the following pictures. Can you name them? Think and tell your teacher the same. The King. Beautiful Princess. Golden Peacock. Brass horn, musical instrument. Wooden horse. A doctor. Grammatical awareness. Comparison of adjectives. There are 3 degrees of comparison. Positive degree. The positive degree of an adjective is the adjective in the simple form. It is used to denote the mere existence of some quality of what we speak about. It is used when no comparison is made. Example, Rahul is strong. Comparative degree. The comparative degree of an adjective denotes the degree of the quality than the positive and is used when 2 things or sets of things are compared. Example, Rahul is stronger than Nasir. Superlative degree. The superlative degree of an adjective denotes the quality and is used when more than 2 things or sets of things are compared. Example, Rahul is the strongest in the class. Note: most of the adjectives can be changed from positive to their comparative degree by adding er and into superlative by adding est. Positive for 1. Comparative out of 2. Superlative for more than 2. Dark, darker, darkest. Fine, finer, finest. Some adjectives are changed into the comparative degree by adding more to their positive form and most to make them into their superlative form. Positive, comparative, superlative. Useful, more useful, most useful. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Some other adjectives are changed into their comparative and superlative degrees in the following way. Positive, superlative. Good, better, best. Little, less, least. Bad, worse, worst. Than is used after the comparative degree. Example, Arjun is taller than Ram. The is used before the superlative degree. Example, Asia is the largest continent in the world. Remember, when we compare certain adjectives, they change in different ways like this. For 1, out of 2. For more than 2. Comparison of adjectives through pictures. Small, smaller, smallest. Dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. Much, more, most. Old, older, adjectives. much, more, most, old, older, oldest, heavy, heavier, heaviest. The Horse and the Prince. Reading. This is the story of a Persian king who had 3 beautiful daughters and an only son. The 3 daughters were very beautiful. His second daughter was very pretty, but the youngest was the prettiest one in the whole kingdom. One day, 3 travelers arrived at the palace with the most precious gift for the king. The youngest of them said to the king, "I have bought a golden peacock which flaps its wings and cries at the stroke of each hour." The second traveler, who was older, said he had brought a brass horn, a musical instrument, the rarest one, which would warn the king of any danger. The third traveler, who was the oldest of the 3, was an ugly man. He said, "Your Highness, I have brought you a wooden horse on which you can fly like a bird." The king was amazed. "How can I ever repay you for these very valuable and wonderful gifts?" he exclaimed. "Give us your daughters in marriage," they replied. The king agreed to this, "But I must make sure that the peacock, the horn, and the horse can do what you say." Just then, the peacock flapped its wings and gave a sharp cry at the stroke of the hour. The king was satisfied with this. A few minutes later, a warning sound came from the horn. The king was surprised and looked out of the window and saw a band of robbers in the distance. "Wonderful, amazing," the king said, and king agreed to give 2 of his daughters in marriage. But he did not like to give his youngest daughter to the ugly old man with the magic horse. The third man got ready to prove himself. The young prince, who was observing all this, suddenly leapt on the horse, surprising everyone. He tried to make the horse move, but the horse stood still. The third man told the prince to press the button on the horse's neck. The prince did so, and the horse shot into the air like a bird. Both the horse and its rider in no time disappeared out of sight. The king was shocked. He was worried. He became angry and warned the old man that he would be punished if the prince did not come back. The old man pleaded and begged for mercy. But the king ordered to put the third man in the prison. The prince travelled a long distance. After struggling hard, he knew the secret to control the horse. He controlled it, and the horse landed on the flat roof of a magnificent palace. There he saw a princess of great beauty. She too was surprised to see a handsome young man standing in front of her. Both of them fell in love. The guards caught them. The father of the princess ordered his men to throw him into the prison. But fortune always favors the brave. In a flash, the young prince pushed the guards away and jumped on his horse, taking the prettiest princess with him. Before the king could say, "Catch them," the horse disappeared. The prince, princess, and the horse returned home. The prince's father felt very happy to see his son back. His father thought that he was dead. The young prince felt very sad, but he did not lose his heart. He traveled far and wide in search of his bride. Then he heard a Greek king had rescued her from the old man. The prince went there disguised as a doctor. He managed to meet the princess and took her back to his kingdom on his magic horse. His father was overjoyed and immediately made arrangements for the wedding. The old man was not heard of again. Some say he died in the prison of grief. Say the right way. Listening and speaking. A. This section is aimed at improving the student's oral communication. Encourage the student to take up the role play. Sita, did you read the lesson for the test? Take up the role play. Sita, did you read the lesson for the test? Geeta, which lesson is it? Sita, don't you remember? We have a test in social today. Geeta, in which lesson do we have test? Shanti, it's waste asking you. It is in the lesson, the universe. Did you read, Sita? Sita, yes, I read. I got 6 answers and did not get the last 2. What about you? Shanti, I have got everything thoroughly. Sita, then you will top the class this time. Am I right? Shanti, let's see. Stress the right way. Listening and speaking. B. This section is aimed at improving the student's pronunciation. Stress the capital letters in the words. Beautiful. Stress the beautiful. Wonderful. Precious. Traveler. Happy. Amazed. Marriage. Wedding. Worry. Spell and tell. Glossary. C. Know the meanings of the words. Beautiful, lovely, pleasing. Of the words. Beautiful, lovely, pleasing. Traveler, one who travels. Flaps, moves. Amazed, surprised. Disappear, going away out of sight. Wicked, cunning. Write the right way. Comprehension. 1. Answer the following questions. 1. Who came? Sir? One day, 3 travelers with their most precious gifts came to the king. 2. What did they bring to the king? Answer. The first traveler brought a golden peacock. The second traveler brought a brass horn, a musical instrument, and the third traveler brought a wooden horse. 3. What did the youngest one bring? Answer. The youngest of them brought the golden peacock, which flaps its wing and cries at the stroke of each hour. 4. Who brought the brass horn? Answer. The third traveler. Forthcoming danger. Traveler who was older brought the brass horn, the rarest musical instrument which would warn the king of any forthcoming danger. 5. Why was the king afraid to give his youngest daughter to the one who brought the wooden horse? Answer. The king was afraid to give his youngest daughter to the one who brought the wooden horse because he was the ugliest and the oldest of the 3. 6. The button, oldest of the 3. 6. What did the prince do? Answer. The third traveler told the prince to press the button on the horse's neck. The prince did so, and the horse flew into the sky, and they both disappeared. 7. Where did he land? And the Fission Palace. 7. Where did he land? Whom did he meet there? Answer. The prince landed on the flat roof of a magnificent palace. There he met a princess of great beauty. 8. Who saved the princess? Answer. The prince traveled there he went in search of the princess. Then he heard a Greek king had rescued her from the old man. The prince went there disguised as a doctor. He managed to meet the princess and took her back to his kingdom on his magic horse. 9. How did the old man try to take revenge? Answer. The old man tricked the princess to mount the horse. Once she got on, he also swung himself on the horse and flew off with her. Vocabulary. 2. Pair pair. Look at the following and match the meaning of the word rightly from the lesson. The first one is done for you. Grammar. 3. Fill and drill. Fill in the blanks with other degrees. Grammar. 4. Pick and tick. Take the adjective and name its degree. The first one is done for you. Writing. 5. Watch and match. Combine the groups of words and write below.